Oh boy, so we had a lot of news going on today with the Nintendo Direct. So I'm going to go over a recap. I will do a reaction video. Unfortunately, I was working today, and it was just easier to do something, just a recap. I was like, well, I can get the article going. It'd be easier, a little faster, mostly for WordPress sake. Anyway, let's get into it. So Nintendo held an hour-long traditional Nintendo Direct today, and it was actually, or well, I guess this would be yesterday by the time a lot of you guys are watching it. So February 17th. So for most of you, that'd be the 18th already. Hoping to get this uploaded tonight. Anyway, yeah, so Nintendo held a 1 hour long Nintendo Direct, the first traditional Nintendo Direct in over a year. So they showcased upcoming DLC for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword HD, we'll get to that later, the new No More Heroes 3, as well as other titles launching on the Switch during the first half of 2021. Well, Nintendo on Twitter, and I didn't check Facebook, but I know on Twitter anyway, they said it was going to focus on the first half of 2021. But then they started talking about a lot of games coming out later this year, like August. I didn't know August was first half of this year. And then they said this winter, and then all of a sudden we had at least one game, possibly, there may have been other games from what I've been told. I don't remember all the release dates, even though I have it right in front of me. I have a long list. We're going to talk about them. Anyway, so it wasn't, they didn't say they would only focus on the first half of 2021. I just kind of assumed they would, but it is what it is. So the first game was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Showcased characters from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Pyra and Mithra. I might be butchering those names. They will be the next two DLC characters joining Smash. The DLC will become available later this year. Now we have Fall Guys. It's about time it has come to Switch. The game released for other platforms already last year, possibly before that for certain platforms, but I think it launched on other platforms last year. I'm not sure if it launched on anything the year before. Anyway, so it's coming to Nintendo Switch this summer. Next, we have a game from Square Enix, The Legends of Mana, or Mana, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. So Legends of Mana is another game coming later this year. This release includes both the original and newer soundtracks, so fans may play with the one they prefer. This comes out June 24th. Another game was Monster Hunter Rise. We already knew this existed. Capcom announced this a month ago, 2 months ago. I think it was. I don't know. It wasn't too long ago, but it was a little while ago, if that makes sense. But I mean, it's not like it was announced 10 months ago. No. So Monster Hunter Rise looks amazing for a Nintendo Switch game compared to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. So this game is coming out March 26th. And this might be the very first Monster Hunter game I actually get. I'm really considering getting this one. Maybe not at launch, but we'll see. There will also be a special Switch bundle coming as well. And we should hear more information on that at a later time. Another game Nintendo discussed was a brand new Mario Golf game. That's right, Mario Golf Super Rush is the next entry in the Mario Golf series. It will include motion controls. So maybe if you're a fan of Wii Sports or Wii Sports Resort, or just motion games in general with sports, you guys may actually appreciate this. This game will include new modes like a racing mode, which requires the player, or players I should say, to play golf and use power-ups to race through the courses. The winner gets a star. You know, like just traditional 3D Super Mario games. There have been stars in other, like Mario Party as well, but I say it's just in Mario games. Anyway, let's get back to it. There's going to be a story mode as well. In addition to these new modes, Miis are coming to the game. Players can play with their favorite Mario character or Miis in multiplayer with other people, obviously. Mario Golf Super Rush launches for the Switch June 26th. Pre-orders are open now. Other upcoming Nintendo Switch games include Tales of the Borderlands, which takes place in between Borderlands 2 and 3. This comes out this spring. No More Heroes 3 on August 27th. Miitopia in May, not Miitomo, the mobile game. This is Miitopia. So you're going to be able to play with your Miis, customize your Miis, kind of like on the Wii, the Wii U, 3DS, And believe it or not, the Switch, yes, the Switch already has Mii's. You can customize your Mii's in your Nintendo Switch settings. Also, Apex Legends is coming out on the Switch in March. Now, the remainder of this list will be only on first-party Nintendo games. Excuse me, I take that back. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is not a first-party game. I'll need to reword that in my article. I'm actually glad I caught that. So, the remainder of the games will be Nintendo IPs. Either games developed or published by Nintendo. Age of Calamity was developed by a third-party developer. Published by Nintendo, unless you're in Japan. Anyway, co-development Nintendo. Hey, let's get back to it. So, these games will be published by Nintendo. Animal Crossing, New Horizons, even showcased. I worded that wrong. Animal Crossing New Horizons was also showcased. Once again, surprise, surprise, to further celebrate the Super Mario 35th anniversary that is still going on for a little bit longer. Mario items are coming to the game. Players will be able to use Mario outfits, warp pipes, coins, and more for their island. The update for the game will release on February 25th for free. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is getting DLC. Extra content is coming. The game is getting 2 expansion pass packages later this year. The expansion passes are available now for pre-purchase today, but they're not out yet. Anyway, got a couple more games. Series producer Eiji Aonuma says it will be a bit longer before the sequel to Breath of the Wild releases. He did make he was in the stream today. However, news should be hopefully available later this year. There's no guarantees, but I think we'll get something finally later this year. I don't think the game will launch this year, but I think maybe we'll at least get like one trailer. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe at the Game Awards? I don't know. We'll see. To hold fans over, this next announcement will sure help. And I already mentioned at the very beginning of the video, the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This is coming to the Nintendo Switch. It will support motion controls, but you're not going to be required to use it, which makes me feel better because I was really looking forward to streaming this game, and they're really keen on talking about motion controls at first. So I was kind of thinking it's like, I don't know if I can't really see myself streaming the whole entire game. Might do one stream, but since you don't have to do motion controls, I actually feel better, and I'm not gonna look like an idiot on stream using motion controls. Not a big fan of motion controls, but I am a big Zelda fan. Anyway, so motion controls are optional. Fans may play with no motion controls if they do not wish to. The game will also get 2 special The Legend of Zelda themed Joy-Con controllers. And hopefully we get more information on that later. Finally, excuse me. Splatoon 3 was showcased by Nintendo. It is the 3rd game in the Splatoon series. It is set for a 2022 release, which actually kind of took me by surprise because, like I said at the beginning, their tweet originally said, like, oh, it's gonna... They didn't say it would only focus on 2021 games, the first half, but they just said it would focus. They didn't say so, but whatever. Could this be a next-gen game? I mean, they didn't actually say this one in particular is coming to the Switch. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe it'll be on both gens, or their new Switch, whatever. So that's all for the Nintendo Direct. Since I didn't actually do a reaction video, I'm going to leave a link in the description to the original video. Actually, I would have done that regardless, even the last several times. The directs or direct minis, whatever. I would always put the link to the original presentation for people that want to watch it without dialogue, without commentary. Yeah, so that's all I got for you today. I might have another video coming in a couple days about The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. I kind of want to do a separate video on that. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, looking forward to that game. Also looking forward to Breath of the Wild 2. Yeah, so that's going to be it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. I would definitely recommend checking out the presentation if you have not. I would assume most of you probably already have if you watch this video. So that's going to be it, and have a good one.